Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Dean with Numismatics Gold and Silver. And if this is the first time you're joining us, welcome. Thank you so much for checking out my channel and watching a little bit of my content here. Today, we got a real treat. This is the Liberty nickel, sometimes referred to as the V nickel. These are just really great. They were produced from 1883 to 1912, and this 1909 has a mintage of 11,585,763. Numismatist Ron Guth writes that the 1909 saw a precipitous drop in the mintage of the Liberty nickels to a level that had not been seen since the late 1890s. Even so, the mintage is large enough to make this a common date, though it sells for a tiny premium across most grades. As usual for this time period, the highest certified grades for this date stop at the MS66 level, and PCGS has certified only one MS66 Plus as their finest. I did a little research, and the update for PCGS is that they actually have 7 known for MS66 Plus, and there is only 1 known for MS67, and it recently sold in April of 2020 for $7,800 at Heritage Auctions. And here is that coin. What a beauty. Just really nice. I would love to own that coin. But I do like the coin I was able to purchase. For our collection here at Numismatics Gold and Silver, we really focus in on that 1909 year. And for the 1909 year for nickels, there is only this one here and the proof version of this coin. And someday I might get the proof, but for now I'm just going to stick with this 1909. And you might be asking, why is there only one? Well, that's because from 1883 to 1911, all the Liberty nickels were struck at Philadelphia. No other mint struck these until 1912. And then in 1912, the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints all struck the final year. And of course, it was followed in 1913 with the Buffalo nickels. And if you go back and watch my Type 1, Type 2 on the Buffalo nickels, you can see the difference there. What came previously to the Liberty nickel was actually the Shield nickels, which I also enjoy, but they can have quite the premium when purchasing even lower grades of them. So, really, pick and choose what you enjoy. Not many people like Liberty nickels. It's not their favorite one to collect. I will say I love toning on nickels. You can see some really nice toning on this one, especially on the obverse here. You can see just above her head and behind her hair, some nice little rainbow toning. And I will say toning on nickels, especially Buffalo nickels and Jefferson nickels, is just really nice. You can see this is a nice natural tone, probably from being in an album. But again, it's just a really beautiful, beautiful tone. There are some nicks there, one on her temple, right above her eyelid as well. And then, of course, there's one by her jawline and also on her neck. Nothing too distracting. I think this grade is correct at MS64. It might grade to MS63, but I really don't think it would. The fields are relatively open for the most part, other than those little hits here and there. But again, getting back to the toning, toning is phenomenal, especially on nickels. Buffalo toned coins are one of my favorite, and also Jefferson's as well. Go ahead and put in the comments if you like toned coins or if you like nickels, and let me know if you collect Liberty nickels. I'm always glad to hear when people, do collect a coin that most people kind of overlook. Getting back to what Ron Guth had said, I did pay a little bit of a tiny premium on this coin for an MS64 and an ANACS holder. I paid about $300. The composition for this coin is 75% copper and 25% nickel. And the designer of the Liberty nickel is actually Charles E. Barber. These are really nice. Liberty nickels were actually quite popular in their time. They were minted in large quantities most years, and they actually remained in circulation right up until the 1940s. These were really out there for a long time, and they were mostly worn down to grades of about good and good at that time. But anyway, and some stray coins, according to the Red Book, could be found right up into the early 1950s. So let me know if you were one of those folks from the 1950s that maybe found one in your pocket change. They also note in the Red Book that serious numismatic interest in circulated examples really began in the 1930s with the popularity of the Whitman and other coin book folders and albums. And many of the scarcer dates were picked up from circulation at that time. Another interesting fact the Red Book gives is that there's actually 5 known 1913 Liberty head nickels, and they were not authorized for the mint to issue, and they were actually never placed into circulation. So some of you might be thinking, what are my plans for this coin? Well, yes, I do want to get it out of the old ANACS holder. I'm probably going to send it off to PCGS or NGC to see if I can get it in one of their holders, and I'm hoping for the MS64. I really don't think it'll downgrade, especially looking at the luster. The luster is really, really nice, and the luster can be hard with Liberty nickels, but at many angles here, you can see just how beautiful the luster is, especially in the lower light. You can still see that cartwheel, which is really nice. I don't know yet about CACG. I know that was announced that they're going to be starting up in June and going to be grading coins. I'm not really sure if I'm ready for that yet, but we'll see. I think CAC is a wonderful company. I buy a lot of coins with the green bean, so we'll see what happens. But I'm not sure if this coin will head that direction yet, but we shall see what the future holds. So everybody, thank you for checking out this video today, checking out my channel. Please keep coming back. I really enjoy all having you here. Please put loads of stuff in the comments. I really like reading the comments, even when you don't agree with me. It's nice to just talk about this stuff. And as always, until we meet again, stay safe and enjoy.